Hi everyone, this is Reshma and today we are going to discuss the most important and on-demand topic, cloud computing. So let's get into the objectives. So today we are going to discuss about what is cloud computing, what are the characteristics of cloud computing, some of the benefits and delivery models of cloud computing, and also the types of cloud deployment, cloud providers, advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing, and we'll end it with a conclusion. So let's start the presentation with the most important question, what is cloud computing? So the cloud computing allows on-demand network access to shared computing resources. And cloud computing is a model for managing, storing and processing data online through internet. These platforms hide the complexity and details of the underlying infrastructure from the users and applications by providing very simple graphic user interfaces. So let's start with some of the characteristics of cloud computing. So the first is on-demand services, which means use it when you need it. The second comes the broad network access, uses internet as a medium. And the shared resources are pulled together and used by multiple clients. Then comes the scalability, which allows the elasticity of the resources, and then the measured services along with the virtualization. So here comes the most important benefits of cloud computing. Lower costs, stronger security, better collaboration, increased flexibility, and greater integration. Cloud computing offers different services based on three delivery models. They follow the order of software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So what is software as a service? It is the on-demand service. It is a service that offers on-demand pay-per-use of application softwares to the users. And it is platform independent. We do not need to install the software on your PCs, and it is like run a single instance of the software. And the cloud computing at really reasonable prices, which means it is managed by a third-party vendor at reasonably low prices based on your requirement. And it is accessible via web browser or a lightweight client applications. The most important and frequent users of software as a service are the end clients. So here are some of the pros and cons of software as a service. Some of the pros are universally accessible, which means it is accessible from any place or platform. We do not need to commute to your workplace anymore. It provides an excellent working collaborations, and the vendors provide modest software tools which allows multi-tenancy. And some of the cons, we do have some of the cons, and few of them are the portability, and the overall performance depends on the internet performance. Compliance restrictions are among them. So what is platform as a service? This service is made up of programming language execution environment, an operating system, a web server, or a database. In this model, users only manage data and the application resources. All the other resources are managed by the vendors. It encapsulates the environment where user can build, compile, and run their programs without worrying of the underlying infrastructure. Some of the most frequent users of platform as a service are the developers. So here come some of the pros and cons of platform as a service. The most important pros are it is cost effective, it is faster, easy deployment of web applications, and private or public deployment is possible. And some of the cons are limited developers to provide for languages and tools, migration issues such as the risk of vendor lock-in. So what is infrastructure as a service? This service offers the computing architecture and infrastructure, all computing resources but in the virtual environment so that multiple users can access them. Resources include data storage, virtualization, servers, and networking. Most of the vendors are responsible for managing the above four resources. User will be responsible for handling other resources such as applications, data, runtime, and middleware. Some of the most frequent users of infrastructure as a service are system admins. Here are some of the pros and cons of infrastructure as a service. The first is the cloud provides the infrastructure and enhances the scalability and flexibility. Some of the cons are security issues and services and network delays. There are three different ways to deploy cloud computing resources: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Let's see what is public cloud. Public cloud are owned and operated by a third-party cloud service providers which delivers their computing resources like servers and storage over the internet. One of the example is Microsoft Azure. Then comes the private cloud. Private cloud refers to cloud computing resources used exclusively by a single business or organization. A private cloud is one in which the services and infrastructure are maintained on a private network. Then comes the hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud combines public and private cloud bound together by technology that allows data and applications to be shared between them by allowing data and applications to move between private and public cloud. Hybrid cloud gives business greater flexibility and more deployment options. Here are some of the cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, IBM Cloud, VMware, Rackspace, Red Hat, Oracle Cloud, Google Cloud Platform, and DigitalOcean. Here come some of the advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing. Some of the advantages include lower software costs, improved performance, fewer maintenance costs, instant software updates, and increased data safety. Some of the disadvantages are requires a constant internet connection, doesn't work well in low speed connections, may be slow at times, and limited features. In conclusion, cloud computing is recently new technological development that has the potential to have a great impact on the world. It has many benefits that it provides to its users and businesses. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.